Hey guys, it's me again with Stage 2 of Rondo of Blood with Richter. I'm gonna be honest, when I was recording this I was on really low sleep, so my execution was heavily flawed, and so I make a lot of really dumb mistakes. To keep in mind though, this actually is a fairly easy stage. There's nothing too complicated. And as you noticed, I grabbed the knife at the beginning. It is useful because you want to take out those birds while they're still standing. I missed that one because I'm an idiot, but you want to get them while they're still relatively low, because if you don't kill them, they're going to come back and get you, and that is a guarantee. They can be very random. And I got a really lucky drop getting an axe there, but I decided to stick with the knife just because, well, that is a very random drop, and it's not really going to significantly help you when you're playing through this normally. The axe armor is also relatively easy, but like I said, make a lot of stupid mistakes in this level. The thing to keep in mind when you're fighting the axe armor is just to make sure you are using your whip to match where he's throwing his axes. Now this part's a pretty simple walk. I mean, I can't really say much more about this other than that, but those zombies are going to be a serious pain in the ass in the next part of the level. Also, I kill that eye, but I'm going to actually ignore the second one. You can do that, it's really not going to affect the game too much. The reason I kill the first one is because sometimes with the eyeball enemies, if more than one of them are in the screen, which two of them will eventually get on the screen if you leave the first one alive, it causes an extreme amount of lag, and that gets really annoying in this game, especially when you're playing as Richter. Now here is the segment of the level, the segment that really frustrates me sometimes. This is the only difficult part of this level, and it's really not difficult, it's all timing, and there's a lot of randomness to it. The difficulty here is the zombies, because when you're making that jump, their appearances can be somewhat random, in my opinion. So you can do something like that. I got lucky and didn't fall and die, but it's happened before. My only advice is to try and, when you're making that jump, make sure you throw out the whip as you're about to land, so you don't get hit like I did. This segment is also pretty easy, but I do make a really random mistake in the process. What I was doing is I wanted to go down and do the mermaid, but I forgot my health is low, so that wall right there has pot roast, and for some reason it had me going up the ladder. I might have accidentally hit up, so pot roast is not mine and I die anyways. Woohoo! There are some things worth dying for in life, but I don't think pot roast is supposed to be one of them. So anyways, now that I have full health, unfortunately, first thing to do is grab the cross, because I'm gonna need it for the boss battle. Because like I don't remember if I mentioned it before, but the cross is like the most useful tool for fighting bosses. This segment's pretty straightforward. The only thing that bothered me was the randomly jumping merman. Usually you can get through there with absolutely no trouble. And you also don't have to worry about fighting that eye. It's really not going to get in the way, and it'll die as soon as you get to the door anyways. Now, in this boss area before the boss room, you can get holy water, and I suggest if you die in this boss battle, you use the holy water, because you'll granted only get to use it the item crash once, and it really won't be super effective. It can still get a bunch of damage on the boss, and any damage you can get on this boss is fine with me, because I'm going to be honest, this is my least favorite boss in the entire game. The werewolf is an absolute pain in the ass. Especially for playing as Richter, because he moves all over the damn place, and Richter is not a mobile character. Basically, the worst move the werewolf has against you is that fireball. You've got to be very sharp on your execution to avoid that. Also, I made a mistake with the item crash. I usually use it, and if you do it at the right time, you can actually keep the werewolf pinned on one side of the wall. And I'm gonna be honest, at this point I was a little nervous because my health was really fucking low. But I got lucky and hit him there, and didn't get hit by that. He's the first boss that actually tries to kill you. He's the first boss that tries to kill you on his last bits of life, excluding the secret boss in level 1, because that's Maria exclusive. But yeah, I got lucky at the end. Anyways, that is stage 2. It's really easier than I made it out to be, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed.